week one moments, scenarios, narratives that formed that you're concerned about for the long haul? What's at the top of that list for you, Mina?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Chiefs, but not the offense, because I think the offense will be better when they get Rice back in particular, and the offensive line is young, and they're going to play together. The defense was really concerning to me week one, and I kind of think that maybe got slept on a little bit. With Justin Reed departing, there's this feeling it's the Chiefs, Steve Spagnuolo. They can insert any young cornerbacks back there and safeties, and everything's going to be fine. It did not look fine week one against the Chargers. Not enough pass rush, so they had to blitz, but then they couldn't cover behind the blitz. And you really worry this week. You're going up against the Eagles, and I just don't know if they have the horses on the back end to compete the way that they have the last few years.
So to what do you owe such a thing? Because it's not like they've changed a lot. It's not like they changed coordinators. Could it be the Chargers are just that good, maybe? Who knows?
It's definitely part of it. I think the Chargers passing attack is really good, and Justin Herbert was unconscious in that game. But I also think Chris Jones, another year older, he's starting to lose. 1 year it's L'Jarius Sneed gone, the next year it's Reed gone. The Chiefs have been really leaning on young players, not even outside of McDuffie, who's amazing, highly drafted players. And suddenly it's like, okay, well, we don't have a lot of money invested on the back end of this defense. Maybe they're just not as good as we need them to be as these veterans start leaving.
And do you have an opinion on what the Giants should do at quarterback with Russ and Jaxson Dart, Mina?
I'll tell you one thing. I have one very strong opinion, which is they should not put in Jaxson Dart until Andrew Thomas is back and looks like Andrew Thomas. The schedule makes it really hard. This is what we talked about right on SportsCenter, because they got the Eagles, Broncos, week 6, 7, 8. So yeah, you kind of don't want him. There's no soft spots on that schedule. But for me, it's all about the offensive line. Until that offensive line looks competent, do not start him.
But what if the offensive line hasn't looked competent in the last decade and a half, Mina? You know what I mean?
There's the rub.
We could all get old and gray waiting for that, as Giants fans would point out. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing, too. Remember last year with New England, we're like, don't put Drake May in. Let Jacoby Brissett take all the slings and arrows. He's not ready. He's not ready. And then they put him in, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Like there's a possibility of an wait a minute. The thing that I'm looking to see is a pulse check of that locker room. If there's a large subset that gets larger that wants Jaxson Dart in there, including Malik Neighbors, who talked about his resting face in front of the media yesterday, blaming, leaving his coach hanging, that he just looks angry when he's not. Maybe there's a there that would lead to Dart, certainly if they don't show up in Dallas again.
You can also argue that Russell Wilson's making the offensive line work. That's kind of a history there because he holds on to the football a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want, they don't have to be great. I'm not asking them to be, one of the better offensive lines in the league. You would just like to see some competent left tackle play because that's coming. That's the other thing, Rich. Thomas is going to come back, and he's an amazing player. So just let me at least see that. That's going to make me feel a lot more comfortable about putting the rookie in.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.